WMP-TV in Milwaukee, MATC presents Stormwatch, a weekly video magazine documenting the activities at Milwaukee Area Technical College. On today's show, Discovery World takes us for a ride. It will have you on pins and needles. These papers open new doors for new people. This man will tell us how. And the Green Summit comes back to MATC. We look at last year's. Right now on Stormwatch.
Hi, I'm Keith Gaffney. Joining me today is Dr. George Stone, Natural Science Instructor at MATC and Chair of the upcoming 2010 Green Energy Summit. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Stone.
It's my pleasure, Keith. Glad to be here.
So tell me a little bit about the Green Summit.
Well, Keith, this year's theme is the new green economy, opportunities and challenges. We're trying to promote the new green economy and build awareness of the opportunities it presents for businesses as well as students ready to join the workforce.
It's great that the practices which are beneficial for the earth can also be beneficial our wallets.
Yes, it is. It sure is. Let's look at my recent newspaper column on the upcoming summit and then go to Discovery World and see some innovative ways of creating and using energy.
The Green Energy Summit, I believe it's in its fourth year. It's everything about green technology. Its information has to do with all different types of green energy like solar, wind power, even water power. And there's new inventions of types of green energies that are displayed in the exhibits. And it brings an awareness to the students and the general public what's all out there and how it came about. The nice thing about the summit is it has some great speakers. This year we have Ed Begley, the actor, who is also an environmentalist. C.S. Kiang, who is part of the Beijing University. He's real active in green energy in China. The Energy Summit provides information that normally somebody would have to do a lot of research on in a lot of places to find what they need. This is all in one spot, and it really is a great plus for MATC.
Students are encouraged to attend the Green Energy Summit and ask questions about the future of our planet.
A lot of people want to get off the grid, and they're thinking of ways to find information where they can lower their utility bills.
Money-saving alternatives are always a welcome topic, and you can find ways to save money on energy as well as how to do your part to help save the planet.
Yes, there's fabulous incentives right now. There's never been a better time to install solar electric or solar water heating panels than right now. Not only because of the stimulus, but also because prices are dropping quite a bit this year.
If we can use less energy from fossil fuels, we are lowering our carbon footprint and we're saving the future.
Nestled quietly on the shore of Lake Michigan near downtown Milwaukee sits Discovery World. I visited Discovery World and took a tour of Johnson Controls Techno Jungle and their energy exhibits. And I got a chance to learn firsthand about some of their cool techno gadgets.
So this is our Huff Air. There are 4 pads on the bottom of the machine that release pressurized air. It's really low pressure air. But it lifts the pallet about 1/4 of an inch off the ground, so you actually hover above ground. Would you like to try it?
Who, me?
Oh, what the heck. Go for it. Whoa.
I have got to get me one of these. People of all ages can get in on the fun. Then it was time to relax. so I figured I'd lie down for a while.
I wanted to tell you about the bed of nails. It's right here. This is our bed of nails here at Discovery World. There are 3,597 nails on here. Because there are so many, so close together, when you lay on it, your weight just spreads out evenly across the nails. So it's no pain at all. It feels pretty good. Would you like to lay on the bed of nails?
Me?
Why not?
I thought that I might need to get my affairs in order at first. But it actually felt quite good. Stimulating, in fact.
That was awesome. Wow. Can I do it again?
Absolutely.
Moving right along.
This is, again, the kids call it the human hamster wheel. We call it the kinetic energy wheel. We make humans produce electricity by running in a wheel, turning a generator to produce electricity, and as they run, the light bulbs above their heads turn on. As they go faster, create more power, light bulbs get brighter and brighter and brighter. Although we have found humans are very unreliable sources of energy, we have found though. We've also got our Van de Graaff generator, which generates static electricity, where kids can walk up, even big kids like you and I, can step on the generator, put our hand on it, and charge our bodies full of static energy, have our hair stand up, or actually create little lightning bolts between our knuckles from top and bottom. So we can examine how we can generate power using other alternate sources of power besides just coal or other kinds of energy.
Hi! So this is our vein viewer. It's a pretty cool machine they're starting to bring into hospitals to easily find veins for drawing blood or putting IVs in. It does not use radiation like X-ray machines. It uses a low infrared light, and it just reads the heat. So your veins are hotter than your skin, so you can see them right through your skin. So there you go, you can see them, and then they can easily find them when needed.
Well, in the words of that futuristic philosopher, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Thanks.
For more information, contact Discovery World at 414-765-9966.
Talk about getting energized. Discovery World appears to be a good place to get a jolt in your system.
Looks like LC had a lot of fun over there. MATC is hosting the Green Energy Summit this week, but this isn't the first event they've hosted for the community. Let's take a glimpse at a couple of highlights from last year's STEM conference, which promoted educational outreach programs emphasizing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM.
And after that, we will see another way MATC is getting involved in the community by helping high school students prepare for college.
It was really an excellent breakout session. It focused on water and how water is an extremely valuable resource. And by focusing on water, we were able to look at the different aspects of science, technology, engineering, and math as it relates to that industry.
Water, we have to clean it, we distribute it, we try to use it wisely, we collect it, we protect it. All a series of jobs related to any one of those endeavors. We're now at detectable levels, and some of the work going on at the Great Lakes Water Institute is showing that these are in fact having impacts on the current fish population, and more experiments will be held to see the degree to which they might be affecting humans and human consumption.
Whatever it is that we're doing in the environment is going to be reflected in the air quality and water quality. I think John Muir says it's best. As a matter of fact, it's one of my favorite quotes, and I think it speaks volumes. When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world. You have to get the children at the high school, get them prepared before they get to the high school level, if we want them to be the planners or landscape architects, and to use land use studies, that we have to get them young.
So it was very inspirational. It reminded us how important this natural resource is, how abundant it is to the city, and that we can use skills within the STEM areas to address problems related to water.
Yeah, if there truly was somebody that could demystify math, I think they wouldn't be here. They'd be someplace else. It's something I think we need to work on, and it seems to be happening just in the results coming out of schools like MPS, the change that they're doing, and the test scores that are starting to change.
Once you start moving in a different direction, then the simple formulas have to be updated using algebra and calculus. What I use in my presentation is the tech math, but the same idea can be taught at different math levels, at the algebra level, at the calculus level. The main thing is to get the physical concepts to the students, and then the math will be whatever their level is, because if you want to teach them, you have to teach at their level.
Okay, and so if you get one of those, there are 10 out there. So if 10 of you don't find it, check other chairs.
Leprosy, malaria, yellow fever, smallpox, syphilis, typhus, cholera, tuberculosis, influenza, typhoid fever, scarlet fever and childbed fever, diphtheria, polio. These are all diseases occurring in humans. The last one, obviously not, that's the Irish potato famine.
A common thing that both Zach and Veronica talked about was engaging the students, and I think that's the direction that most people seem to think we have to go. When you engage students in mathematics and science, you keep them interested and you get them to do things.
Diversity is something that Milwaukee Area Technical College really prides itself on. People from all over the spectrum can find a great education here in a wide variety of programs. But what happens when gender or race becomes a theme in the enrollment of a specific degree? In the High School Initiatives office at MATC's downtown location, Lee Lord attempts to balance the gender gap in what is known as non-traditional occupations.
We get a list that's created by the Wisconsin Technical College system. It is based on national data as well as state and regional data that shows the percentage of students that are in the programs. And so obviously our institutional research office here at MATC provides that information to the state, and then we can see exactly where we fit in terms of the percentage of students that we have. And if it falls into that category of NTO, less than 25% of a particular gender, it may make that list.
Once the list is established, Lee has to decide the most efficient way to interest students in these programs.
We do a lot of customized events, such as TV and video production, providing an opportunity for 12 to 16 female students to come in and explore a little bit about what happens with the TV and video production program, as well as the MPTV studio.
Students and teachers alike got to get an inside look into the programs. This helped a student to figure out if a non-traditional occupation is potentially a good fit for them.
Until our students see and can walk on the campus, they really don't have an idea, so I just thought today was sensational.
Thought I knew a lot, but now I know more.
I think it was a phenomenal experience. I think they needed to see and kind of get into a comfort zone with college, as well as something connected to a program area that they're interested in.
For more information on MATC's High School Initiatives program, you can call 414-297-6179. Just because MATC is a technical college doesn't mean they don't cater to the arts.
That's right, Keith. The Music Occupations program at MATC offers courses designed to extend students' musical skills and increase their possibilities in the music industry. Jeremiah Jasmak is one of those students, and he says he has always been obsessed with the idea of music.
I'm Jeremiah Jasmak, 28 years old, student at MATC, music major, amateur composer, play guitar, piano, bass. Been at MATC for 2 years. I'm a third of the way done with my 2-year degree after 2 years. Most of the stuff I make right now is well, actually all the stuff I make now is instrumental. I have software with, I basically write the sheet music and it plays it back. So it's all the instruments of the London Symphony Orchestra, so it's pretty cool. I started playing guitar when I was 14. Always been pretty obsessed with the idea of like writing music, and always had like little sheets of paper with little riffs that I was pretty bad at it, when I started, but I couldn't figure out like how anybody did it, so I started just looking up everything myself, and eventually it was pretty much all I did, so I started going to school for it. I like the music program at MATC. It's a little bit of everything, and it's definitely pushed me to do some stuff that I would not have like ever done on my own, like voice lessons and stuff like that. Learning all like the technical aspects of like all the instruments that I play, and like knowing every note on the guitar that I'm playing. And I also play bass. I don't have one here. I sold it when I was unemployed, and I play piano, obviously, and I like the keyboard the most. Because I can just, I can plug it into my computer and make it any instrument that I want, and then play 8 of those instruments at the same time. I got seriously interested in music probably around like 12 or 13, somewhere around the time like Kurt Cobain shot himself. It's like, oh no, a little before that, because and then that's pretty much like what I wanted to do back then. I got a book titled How to Compose Music, and just use the software, like using the examples, and I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world every exercise I finished. I eventually had need for like better and better sounding stuff, and let's say like I really got into music in like the early 90s, when like grunge was like the big thing everywhere. Like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Metallica, all those were like my favorite bands when I started getting into music. That's all I like learned how to play.
Wow, Jeremiah seems like quite the talented individual. I'm glad he's found a home place here at MATC to further his passion.
And it's great that MATC is hosting the Green Energy Summit this week, where you get a chance to further your passion.
Yes, my passion. Without question, Keith, the summit is a great chance to come experience the opportunities at the forefront of the clean energy movement. And just a reminder, students get to attend for free. So visit www.greenenergysummit.us. That's greenenergysummit.us to register or for more information.
That sounds great. Everyone make sure to get down to the Midwest Airline Center this Wednesday through Friday. Thanks to Dr. Stone for joining us. Be sure to tune in the next Stormwatch.
Missing